All right, everyone. This is your boy, Superstar Escobar. As you know, me, General Escobar. And those are just my little fun names, but my last name really is Escobar. So on this server here, you'll see I go by Superstar Escobar. First, it was just Escobar 23, and I changed it, and everybody had fun with it. So what I'm going to do over the next few minutes is just basically break down to you what's coming up. We have VS, and we also have arms race and how all those come together and basically what the big picture is here. So this is one of my other accounts. Just as you guys can tell, I'm a 29, and for those of you who are wondering why is he just a 57, well, if you notice, half my battleground is empty, or my I should say my drill ground on all of these here. So really I should be around 80 million power when I'm totally filled up to the top. All right, also there's a little, what we have going on here is something that's going to be coming in the future, which basically is season 1. And so big picture is Monday through Thursday we do arms race in order to get us ready for the weekend, which is when we start fighting other servers. All right, so it's kind of a little big picture, and eventually as the months go by we'll hit season 1, as you guys will see right over here, season 1, and we're fighting some massive zombies here. I mean, it is some really cool stuff, you know. You get viruses. Here's your goals. You get viruses, and if you get a virus, then your ability to destroy the mutant zombies go down even more. You get to do genetic recombinations for some quick mutant crystals and recruitment tickets, and you guys see an example there. But that's down the line. We're a new server, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of break this down. We are the #1 server. I should say the #1 alliance on this server. And I'm just very grateful to be part of the #1 alliance. They picked me up when I was virtually like a 15 or a 20, and they've babysat me and helped me along the way. So I just love giving back. So let's go ahead and dive into this real quick. All right, so that should answer some of the questions about who I am, what I've done a little bit. All right, so first of all, what we're going to have is VS. It happens every single day. So there's 2 places that you're going to want to participate. You got VS. So you see this big one here. And then if you go to the events tab, you'll see what is called arms race, which we do have right now. Now, these 2 are separate events. However, the ultimate goal is to combine these together to maximize your goodies. As you see with the arms race, which will come in handy in a few minutes, there's a calendar here of what to do every 4 hours. So these are tasks of what to do every 4 hours. Usually, I'm a part of another server also. The days don't actually match up, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 with VS. It may with us, I don't know yet. But what's cool about it is it'll actually highlight, as you guys see right here, it's going to highlight what day it is and what the segment is. These are segments of tasks that take place every 4 hours. I usually just set my alarm clock or my reminder with Alexa, and she'll ask me, what do you want to remind me of? And I'll tell them. And basically it's set up every 4 hours. By now, I pretty much know when to log in when it comes to the accounts. So that's arms race. And this is VS. And this right here is the #1 thing we all want to focus on when it comes to being a dominant force between servers. So this right here is basically a contest with other servers. So you'll see today's theme. We'll go into that, what our progress is. Right now, we're just crushing this server. And so we're playing out a little bit different. You have points earned. So basically, if you look at it, you got 2, 3, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 13 points. And right now, we've pretty much already won for the week before we go into what is called Enemy Buster. That's the fun day, all right? That's when you get to go to another server, and you take everything you've been putting together Monday through Friday until server reset. And then server reset is 10 p.m. Eastern, as a reminder for me, 7 p.m. Pacific. And then we get free teleports to other servers, and we just get to tear the server up. That's why we say be patient. There will be a lot of fighting to do. So remember, the goal is basically Monday through Friday until server reset, to build power, build strength, and then you're thrown into another server, or you're teleported in where you get to do damage and get even more points and come out the winner. So this is some other stuff that deals with it, alliance assaults. So this actually tells us which server we're against. We're against server 210 right now. And we have points ranking. So you have where you are with points. Right now in my server, I'm actually number 9. If I go to my alliance, I'm number 7. And that's just me not even putting in, that's only me putting in about 60% effort. The reason why I haven't put in a lot of effort this week is because we're crushing them. And we don't know who we're going to get next week. So I prefer to save all my extra stuff for next week. And if we crush them next week, I'll save it again. And if we hit a really tough server, then, you know, I'll just unleash everything I have in order to crush them. And so I'm just this week, and yeah, this week is the new week starting off. It's usually about 4 weeks that you'll have to go to prove yourself amongst different servers. And then whenever if a person comes out a winner, then they'll get promoted to a different level. So you got silver, gold, and I can't remember what the third one is right now. Let me see if I can find it. Silver, gold. They have stuff hitting out so many different places. So let me see, silver, gold, and diamond. I think that would be it. But anyway, there's one above that. We were diamond. We got totally crushed at the highest one. And so we went down. They ended up forcing us down to gold. But it looks like we're going to crush gold, which we always do. So our alliance is kind of in the middle between gold, diamond, and what happens, we're kind of in between there. The people at the diamond level are like super whales, putting in tons of money. And so we're just in the middle of there right now. But the rewards are still really, really good. So you'll notice, so let's just start diving even more. It's kind of a little background information. And I do talk fast. The good thing is you guys can slow it down if you want. Just the way my mind processes it, processes really fast. And so I tend to speak the exact same way. Always scared I'm going to forget what I'm going to say. That's my ADD. So let's take a look at, as an example, today's theme. All right. So dual progress, every day there's a theme: radar training, base expansion. If you've been playing right now, what is it called? Troop something. These are, you'll see this kind of similar, but this goes into more detail. So we'll just look at, for example, I changed my mind. Let's look at radar training. So this would be day 1. So this would actually be Sunday at reset, 7 p.m. until 7 p.m. on Monday. So that's how that works. So basically, a person would just hit radar training, and you have everything you're supposed to do that day to get points. Use stamina, which means you'll create attacks, complete radar tasks. So your radar tasks are something you want to save until you're told to actually use them to gain points. And for every radar task, you get 25,000 points. So again, if today was day 1, all I would do is go over here. You guys have already been doing this pretty much. Hit the radar and you have these tasks here. So you notice I haven't used them. I have 11 out of 40 right now. And in 1 hour, I'll get, I think it's 11 more right now. Yeah, I'll get 11 more. Now the key here is I never want to go, I don't ever want to meet 40. Because if I get 40 out of 40, then the clock stops until I come in and actually use one and leave an open space. So 39 out of 40 would be ideal for me. So basically what I do is I just keep it growing, keep it growing. I know how many I'm supposed to get. I get 11 every 6 hours. So if I'm kind of ahead of the game, then what I'll do is I'll just kind of actually tap them and use them. I'll give you an example. These are also done by color. I prefer to use the stronger ones if I have to use them. And so it's the same thing as our coloring scheme. Gold is always stronger. Purple is the middle one. And anything blue and underneath is kind of not as good. So here I'd probably use the purple one. And then I pick this up. Some of the items would be different just because they're adding new stuff because of what we're in right now. But I get 1.8 experience points and that goes in. But save these, because when you save them, if it was day 1, then of course for every one you have, it's 25,000 points. If you save them from the days before when you don't need them, then on reset you can knock out, like in my case, would probably be about 30 or 40. And then I get 40 times 25,000. And then every few hours, the exact number is going to be, I think every 6, it says it right up here. Every 6 hours, I get 11 more. So in 24 hours, that's 11 times 4. And because I saved them, I get the extra 40. So you start just doing the math. I might have 50 to 80 different radar tasks. And as I have those different radar tasks, I get 25,000 for each one, which helps us as an alliance to go. Then we use 1 minute construction speed ups. If you want to know how to get those, it's very simple. You go here, you go into Alliance, you go to Alliance Store, and you'll have Alliance Store. These are the points you get. You also have 181,000 right now for actually donating. So whenever you want to donate something, you just go right back to Alliance. You hit Alliance Tech. It'll say you get to choose which one you want to donate to. Right now, I'm doing Great Helper. It's just the one I like because every help you do, it gives you, I think it's like 50 points or something. So I just donate the max. Boom, boom, boom. Hit them out. You see I'm getting XPs. My points are going up over here for my donation. I usually stay around 20, 25. I'll just add some more over here for laughs and giggles. Boom. And then after that, I can go to the Alliance Store and I can buy stuff that I need. So what I normally do is if I know day one is going to be radar, I'll just read radar. And radar is telling me that I have construction speed up, increased building power, so research speed up. Oh, wait, sorry. That's the wrong day. That's total mobilization day, which is a combination of everything. Let's go back to radar training. So you have stamina, radar task, hero XP, drone combat data points, drone parts. So it's telling you what to do, and gathering food. Now, when you start gathering, the best time to gather is 10 hours before reset. So you get all that extra coins or iron or food. So that way, as soon as reset happens, boom, you have whatever number you've done and you get instant points for that. Now, the key is always to go for coins. Why? Because here you get 60 coins equals 40 points, whereas everyone is 100 equals 40 points. So since I need less, I can get more points for that. And so here we're basically upgrading the drone and using Hero XP. So what I normally do is I save Hero XP for Thursday normally, but last week, like I said, we were crushing. So right now I have 3.4 billion XP saved up. And so Monday, if we need to do a last minute, release everything so that way we can win on those points, then I'll just release it. If not, I'll save it to Thursday. So very simple strategy. And you don't have to memorize all this or remember it right now. Just get the basic overview, the concept, the principle of what's going on. And I'll send you guys pretty much every day what needs to be done. So you're fine. As long as you have an idea of what to do and why we're doing it, you're in a great place. So this video will be semi-long, but then semi-short. So just depends on how fast you want to do it. So then we go over here to day 2, which is construction speed up. So the key to construction, let me go back up here. Dual progress, you have base expansion. So here we're getting points for actually building stuff. And so I like to start building 2, 3, 4 days ahead of time, because ideally what a person wants to have is, if you notice I have all these rows set up, you want these to be filled with what we call presents. You want to start building those when you don't need them. So let me see if I'll put one together real quick for us. I'll just throw it. Let's see, here's that. Boom. All right, so this one's take 3 days. I'll have to use points for that, which is fine too. This is 7 hours as an example. All right. So basically I'd get this going a few, like 2 or 3 days ahead of time, just because I want to keep the presents. So I upgrade. Of course, I always hit the help button and I wait till everyone helps or I get the 26. So because we're a larger server, it usually fills up pretty fast. But for time's sake, I'll go fast here, instant speed up, confirm, boom, I have a present. The ultimate goal is to have as many presents as possible all down through here. So if I can have all these filled up with presents, which I'll start, let me see, I'll probably start filling these up on Friday. And then by Tuesday or day 2, all these will be filled up. And I just start popping them, boom, 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 pop. And as I start popping them, you come right back over here to VS on day 2. And you see building, you see dual progress, base expansion, increased building. So I get 25 for every point that it produces. So if we go back over here, you look at upgrade. If I was to upgrade this one, I got so much stuff going on over here. You see ahead of time, it was power went from 27,400 to 32,300. So that's about what? 5,000, a little bit less than 5,000 points. So those 5,000 times whatever the number was is what we get per pop. So the goal is to have it filled up to the max full of presents, pop, 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 and now we're crushing whoever's coming our way. And if you notice, it says 1 minute research speed up, or I should say construction speed up. Well, since I know it's a base day with construction, then I'll just come right over here and go to the Alliance store, and I'll get the construction speed ups. Usually you have 8 hours, and 8 hours, I think there's 5. Yeah, 5 is like 40 hours, plus there's, I think, another 9 or so of the 1 hour. So you have about, whatever that comes out to be. But here's what I do know. It takes 39,000 to max those out. So I'm donating. Then once I hit 39,000, boom, I know construction day is coming up. I swipe up all the speed ups. Then construction day comes up, pop, 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 pop. Then you get millions of points. So with me just playing and saving stuff, just for this week, I have 10,980,000 again. Points ranking number 9 against the other alliance. If I just choose my alliance, I'm number 7. And these are some hard hitters. I mean, this guy right here, GD, I mean, this dude he's at 119 million power, level 30, So, I mean, he's great to have. Korean guy. What I love about our alliance, we're about 30% Koreans. And when it's daytime for us, it's nighttime for them and vice versa. So they're playing when we're sleeping, we're playing when they're awake. And what ends up happening is we just wake up in the morning and we have gifts, alliance gifts. So right now is a slow period. We go in here, people are, maxing out. So usually every about 4 to 5 hours it max out at 200. So basically you just follow VS. Now here's the strategy. This is where a lot of people don't have the patience and they're just throwing away points. If we were doing VS, and let's just say as an example, it's day 2 base expansion. Well, I know I get points for popping my buildings. Well, most people just go nuts like I used to do, pop, 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 because I want to see the points go up. So I started asking myself, do I need this really now? And really, if you think about things, you really don't need anything to really fight with as much until enemy buster. I mean, we're hitting unless, person wants to be number 1 in Marshall and stuff like that. But really, just be patient. Let it grow so that we can kick butt on Saturday and we can kick the server's butt, and just be number 1. But again, going backwards a little bit, the key to this is you want to match up your time with, these are my trucks, match up your time with the events tab and with arms race. So here's an example. If I know day 2 is going to be buildings, if you notice there's a time where it says city building. I want to match the time. So if it just so happens, as an example, let's do today. Today is, and I'm using my Apple Vision Pro, that's why it looks kind of the way it is right now. Total mobilization. We had construction speed up, research speed up. And for me, this is the leftover stuff. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, hero day. After Thursday to Friday, it's just whatever I have left over. I'm actually using the building, the radar tasks, and I'm saving them for specific moments. And then I'm training my troops like crazy to get them where they're supposed to be. The only reason why I haven't done it right now, again, is because of time, but also we've already crushed the other server. So I'm just going to save things and you just let it go from there until I actually really need it, which will be maybe, hopefully next week there's some competition. So going back to over here, so I know today is Thursday and it's construction speed up. I'll just go back over here. Instead of just popping stuff and doing things aimlessly, everything has a purpose. So I look over here and say, oh wow, city building is right now. How did I know that? Because it says here, city building, hold on a second, boom. City building is from 11 until 3 p.m. Pacific, okay? So right now, still city building. So I would go here, and now I would start popping buildings because I get to increase power, use 1 minute construction speed up, buy packs, pop, pop, pop. Also buying packs. If I can't fill these up, as you'll see why in a moment, I might buy a $4.99 pack. Usually that fills all 3 of these boxes. The goal is to get all 3 of these boxes popped, okay? And all 3 up here. So you have 4 events, 1 every 4 hours. You pop all 3 of these, each 4-hour section, and you get some really good goodies here. So you got like the first one, you pop skill medals, arms race badge. You got 4 level chests. You go over here, boom, same thing, valued at 4,800. Then you pop the third one. And then what happens is you start getting these little points to the goal, and then you pop, then you get, this one will open up and you get epic hero, epic hero universal shards. Then you finally get a number here, 18, and you get legendary recruitment tickets. If you're doing this every single day, literally by the end of the week, you're just accumulating stuff, accumulating for the actual day, and you're just crushing folks. So right now, I guess we'll play around city building. I need, what, I'm at 199. You see it right there, 199. I need 3,000. And you don't have to go nuts on this unless you really want to hit first. I haven't been going nuts lately. I'm just right now number 2. If I wanted to crush this person and get number 1, then I just do a whole bunch of buildings right now. And my favorite technique is hold things to the very last minute, and then when people think they're safe, boom, 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 just drop the load on them. And I'm usually always getting first or second in arms race. Sometimes I just don't even really care about it, and just, you know, I got other things to do, and I might get 4th or 5th just by default. But again, it's building, so let's build real quick. You know, I get this one here, and it's anything that I build here. And so we'll go back over here, Iron Mine, that's 7 hours. I'll do a finish now, boom, confirm. You know, do it any way you want. Normally, I'd have these being popped a little bit together for day 2, but since this is like a leftover recovery time, whatever you have leftover use day in my mind, I'm not really worried about that as much. So here we go, VS, not VS, but events, arms race. Oh, it just changed. It must be 3 o'clock. So I'm at unit progression, okay, which is the last one for the day. So I'll just come right over here and I'll just start building up my stuff here. Upgrade. I'll get into how to do the promotions. The best thing to do is to promote your people. Speed up. So I've bought speed ups for this already, like with the technique I showed you guys earlier. Just go right down over here. Pop, pop, pop. Let me upgrade this person. Promote. Come right over here. Speed up. Instant speed up. Confirm. So I'm speeding up. Then I just come right back over here. So I'm just going through this process of speeding up these people. There's a reason why I do it in steps. You'll see why in a moment. You actually get more points like that, so we're being very strategic. So then I'll come back to this when I'm done with the video. I go back over here to events. I already got 2 boxes. Boom, pop, you see. Boom, pop, you see. It's just that simple. You just have to be organized and not just throw everything out at one time. Now, here's why we stagger, and I'll do a video on staggering. If I just started from 1 and went all the way to, let's say, a level 9, I only got 28 points for that whole upgrade that took 7 to 8 hours. But if I do it in steps, which I'll show you in a minute, I can go from 1 to 4, which per person is 13 points. But then if I go from 4 to 6 with the same person, I get an extra 19. So now I'm adding more. And if I go from 6 to 8, I get an extra 25. So one troop, as an example, doing those steps, instead of just getting from 1 to 10, which is 31 points, I might go 1 to 5, which is 15. Then 1 to 7, which is another 22 with the same one. So now we're at, 15 plus 22. So you guys can see how that helps out with the points. And I'm actually already, let's see, where am I at? Yeah. So I'm almost already at the 7,500 just by doing the stair stacking. And I really haven't spent that much. I'll do here, boom, promote. Here we go again, speed up, bam. All right, confirm, pop. And you guys can see the process. Very, very simple. And I'm very close again. I just do that one more time and I got my points for the day. And I got all the extra stuff that's needed. So that's the key to VS and arms race. You want to take whatever you're doing for VS that day and be patient. So if, again, real quick, if I know I have a Train Heroes day, I'll read this. Oh, use at least 660 hero EXP. I get points for that. So then, or elite recruit tickets. So what would a person actually do? Well, let me find out on day 4 what time arms race will be the heroes. So I come over here, and the times change. I'm just going to throw this up just for laughs and giggles. So if it happened to be here matched up, I know at 3 p.m. hero advancement, so I'll wait to do the hero advancement, so I get double the points, double the flavor, the double mint gum, and you're crushing it on both ends. And as you start winning at this stuff, I mean, it starts to add up. So if you do the ranking reward, number 1 gets 24 boxes here, number 2 gets 18, number 3. So I usually stay between number 1 and number 2. And for laughs and giggles, I don't keep a lot of stuff in inventory, except for I love to see how much hero XP I have. So if you notice my resources, I usually just keep the boxes. I'll add these to it so I can keep these. And the reason why you don't want to have everything up is because if you lose on a march or something, whatever you have up here at the top, you'll notice what you have has a potential of being looted. So the less you have up there, the more you have down here, the better. Also for aesthetics, I've been getting a lot of stuff today. I just prefer to get rid of all the loose stuff. Just for me personally, you can do it any way you want. And I just keep it all boxes. That's what it boils down to. Just because I think for me, it just looks better that way. Like I'll get rid of this. No, I'll keep those. Sorry. I'll just get rid of these what I call loose ones. Boom. And I just let them accumulate. That's what it boils down to. Right now, I'm currently working on 30. Basically, I'm working on not on my drill ground there, working on my tech center. Then I did run out of resources, so I'm letting it build up. Usually takes me a day or two to get about 300,000 or half a million. And that's of resources. That's because we're a big alliance and we're all working together. So that's the key. If all of us work the same way, we'll be able to help each other out. So this was not so short video, but I hope it helped you. Just as in a recap, the secret to maximizing is find out what's going on DS day through dual progress. This tells you each day what's going on. Find out what time that matches up over here with the unit progression, or with arms race, and you'll see tech research, drone, hero, city building, unit progression, tech research. And just log in those times, pop what you got to pop, let go of what you got to let go. Then at the end of the day, you'll have stuff accumulated. Hope that guys helped, and keep fighting on.